top teams. Hyder Hassan is in the red. The Blackzilians, Kamaru Usman in the black trunks.
Usman wants to earn Hassan's respect on the feet, but then use some well-timed takedowns. They feel like Hassan overextends on his strikes because he tries to hit too hard at times. That's exactly what he wants. It wants to grind him out a little bit, wear down the arms, suck out some of the power from those punches. Conversely, Hassan just feels it's a matter of time. At some point in these 3 rounds, he's going to knock out Usman. He says because of Usman's stance and his flat-footed nature, he absorbs punches, and you just can't absorb his punches.
Hassan, despite 3 wins on the show, swelled to a plus 175 underdog here tonight. But I believe it was episode 1, Hassan was already calling out Usman.
A very nice scramble there from Hassan. And he's gonna need a lot more of that in this fight. Because the first time he tags Usman, you know, Usman's gonna wanna go right back to that comfort zone and go wrestle. Now the real X factor here is, you know, we've seen so many guys that train under Henry Hoof at Blackzilians, you know, they go in there one style and he really evolves their game. He adds a lot, especially to the kicks. Usman has power of his own, switches stances often. Maybe he can show something to Hassan that Hassan's never seen before.
Good knee there on the inside, and another one for good measure by Usman.
And Hassan doing his best to keep his hips away from Usman, trying to avoid the clinch and the takedown here. Good forward pressure here from Usman.
Can't even imagine the pressure to try to come through for an entire team like this.
Yeah, especially when it's attached to $300,000, absolutely.
I mean, MMA very much an individual sport, but this season showed you just how powerful those team dynamics can be.
A nice takedown there from Usman. Hassan's got to be careful when he scrambles. Gives up his back now. Usman trying to keep the weight towards the arms of Hassan, not really looking to insert hooks. Both of these guys have such storied backgrounds with their families, you know. Usman coming here at 7 years old from Nigeria, and Hassan, his father a doctor, escaping Iraq under the threat of execution from Saddam Hussein. Then his uncle was executed 2 weeks later. There may be no prouder American in the building than Hyder Hassan.
Well put. Usman continues to apply pressure here.
Hassan's gonna try and shake Usman off and keep his weight towards his head. Usman's got all his weight towards the head of Hyder Hassan. He's got to try and kick that left leg around and get his second hook in. Either way, this is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the arms of Hyder Hassan. A lot of times when you see power strikers escape the clinch after this much grinding, they just don't have the same kind of heat or hand speed. Smart game plan being employed here from Kamaru Usman.
Usman continues to land here. Under 2 minutes now to go in round 1. 2 takedowns on 5 attempts to this point in the fight for the Blackzilians rep Kamaru Usman.
This is so frustrating. When you're a power striker, you want to put on an exciting performance and the other guy's just suffocating you and not allowing you and draining the energy. It can have massive psychological effects. Every time Hassan starts to work his way up, Usman finds a way to drag him back down. Now he's got both hooks in.
You know, it's interesting to watch the Blackzilians come to the decision to fight Kamaru Usman in this spot tonight. Some team members thought Vicente Luque maybe deserved the rematch with Hassan. So far, the decision looks like a good one. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Certainly. And I think this was a safer bet, just the matchup, knowing that Usman could just suffocate you, and he's so athletic and he's learning so fast. And again, repeated takedowns. Hassan's got to do his best not to get overly frustrated and understand, look, round 2, I get a second chance. The fight starts on our feet.
Neither guy with any submission wins coming in.
No, and the biggest problem for Hassan is Usman's not having to work that hard to finish these takedowns. So right. I don't feel like he's going to gas from the repeated attempts.
All right, strong start for the Blackzilians here. Round 2 now between Haider Hassan and Kamaru Usman.
Usman got hurt by that uppercut. And Hassan got too aggressive there. Got desperate. Now Usman back in control, and he's trying to repay the favor.
Quick recovery by Usman.
And just excellent transitions here. You know, A is an answer for everything Hassan's doing on the ground. That's the hard part. When you go against wrestlers of this caliber, they just have that stifling top control. Every time you move, they rotate around you and just continue to stay on top. Usman's got the setup for an arm triangle choke here. It's going to be really, he's going to have to be really strong to finish it from here. Not being able to get his body perpendicular to Hassan, which is the traditional way of finishing this choke. Some guys are absolutely strong enough to complete this from mount, but it takes a ton of strength and pressure. Hassan's struggling to breathe. I can hear it here from the desk.
Well, as far as
Usman may be able to finish this.
They don't come much bigger than Haider Hassan. Look like a tap.
That's
there.
it.
Kamaru Usman comes up huge for the Brazilians.
Well, just excellent top transitions here. He felt that left arm come over his head. He immediately started to work the arm triangle choke and just believed it and stuck with it. It takes tremendous physical strength to finish it from this position. And Kamaru Usman possesses just that. And we could hear here cage side how hard it was for Haider Hassan to breathe. And eventually he had to tap her. He was going unconscious. Kamaru Usman is an extremely strong man.
So that will make it 5 consecutive wins for Kamaru Usman. None.
Things going. Interesting way to start the fight for Usman. Southpaw, Rocky Leon Edwards, very good hands.
And he's looking for that front kick straight up the middle. Immediate clinch by Usman. Let's see what kind of takedown defense Edwards has here. Nice knee to the body by Edwards.
Usman, winner of 5 straight, and that doesn't count the 2 victories he had in the house.
Good
so
job,
he's very good right now, Joe.
Good job circling there by Edwards. Edwards did not let Usman press him up against the cage, constantly kept moving to the side. Very nice work.
Leon Edwards finished this training camp at AKA in San Jose. He also finished his training camp for Seth Baczynski at AKA, and that worked out pretty well for him.
Usman gets that single. Let's see if he can complete it here. This is what he's been looking for.
If Edwards can stop the early takedown attempts of Usman now, he can really start to gas out Usman. I'm telling you, he'll really start, you'll see him get a little bit more tired and a little bit more exhausted from trying these takedowns and not being successful, and then you could start seeing Edwards get the rhythm he needs in the striking.
Also, the tenseness that Usman has with his stand-up in comparison to the looseness of Edwards.
Correct, because it's first martial artist stand-up for Edwards, so he's going to have more relaxation there, whereas Usman, if he gets the takedown to the ground where he wants right now, he can kind of take a breath and say, I got it where I wanted it, and that's a big score in your own brain if you're Usman.
And guys, Leon Edwards is happy to represent AKA. Daniel Cormier here went into his locker room, wished him luck. He would be cornering him right now if he weren't doing the pre-fight show on FS1.
Well, you can't get a better wrestling-based camp than AKA. I mean, they are killing it right now. Luke Rockhold with the new championship belt that he got from Weidman, just insane performance. Of course, Cain Velasquez, Daniel Cormier. I mean, they have a huge team of other guys coming up. Habib Nurmagomedov, of course, who's a sensational grappler.
Yeah, we need to get him healthy again. He's outstanding. And you know, it did change
Edwards
down
looking
when
very good here.
Daniel Cormier came in as kind of the wrestling aficionado, but then Daniel learned from everybody there, and all the other men learned from Daniel Cormier.
I'm very impressed here with Leon Edwards' movement and striking. He's looking real smooth and relaxed on his feet. And Usman again with the clinch. Let's see if he can get it. He gets it this time.
He needed that, and that's a big score in his own brain. He needed that takedown because we're starting to see Leon Edwards get a little bit of a rhythm. And now Edwards has to completely reset everything. He doesn't have that same feel, that same rhythm that he had a second ago, and it's got to all start over.
Now let's see what Edwards has off of his back here.
Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, Dominic Cruz is with us here.
Edwards is setting up a triangle here. He's got the left leg over the shoulder, and he's trying to move his left leg behind his right knee. He's about to do it. It's not quite locked up right now. It's over the foot, which is flexible, and it's over the calf. He wants to adjust it. Usman recognizes that, and he's putting a lot of pressure on that left elbow, trying to push down on the right leg of Edwards, wants to keep that triangle from being secured. But what I was seeing from Edwards when he went to the ground, I wasn't seeing a guy that was holding on. I was seeing a guy that was looking for opportunities. He's being very offensive off of his back. This is not a good position for Kamaru Usman.
That opportunity came for Edwards because Usman had his hands on the mat for just a split second, which gave Leon Edwards the overhook, and that set up the triangle transition. And
Edwards just landed a short elbow from the back, and he's got an opportunity to land a lot more of those. If he decides to open up and he can get some space between him and Usman here, Usman's going to have a hard time defending against these elbows. There's another one.
I promise you, as a wrestler, Usman's been in a million triangles, and he's kind of hoping Edwards would wear out his legs there.
And he's confidence in his wrestling too, Dominic. He said that Edwards has never faced a wrestler of his caliber. That may very well be true.
Well, Usman survived it, and now Edwards back up to his feet. Nicely done by Edwards. So put Usman a little bit of danger. Didn't really he didn't really close it up, but he got him in a spot where he let him know, look, he's got something off of his back. He's not just gonna hold on and wait for the referee to stand him back up.
And that submission attempt opened up the stand-up. That's the biggest key, because he didn't just close his guard.
Two. Nice knee.
Good catch of the punch.
And that's the seasoned striking Edwards, just seeing stuff.
Southpaw in the black trunks.
Good left straight. Watch the left high kick.
Oh, he got tagged by a hard left.
No, and he's hurt. Yeah. Edwards is hurt, and you can tell by him backing up.
Looking to put him on his back here. Got it.
And he gets it quick.
That was and that's what you got to do to a strike. You got to make him respect your striking, and that's what Usman's doing here. He's landing big shots of his own to set up his takedowns. Very nice.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest shot of the fight so far.
Put your hand over his shoulder on the other side. Hand on his shoulder.
Early here in round two. Our final preliminary matchup here on UFC Fight Pass.
Push his leg up. Push his leg up. Let's go for the rest. Rest. He's supposed to hit the hand down. Yeah. Nice. There's some damage, Damage.
Looking for some ground and pound. Edwards looking to get up. Little wall walk.
Hook the legs again. Hook the legs again. Pick it up.
I'm telling him to hook the legs again.
It's interesting. We looked at it in the replay, and it looked more like a wrist. It didn't look like it really connected with a full fist. We'll take another look at it in between rounds.
He likes to throw elbows too, Joe. He said he really, if you pick a favorite striking technique, he said it's his elbows. So it may have been somewhere between that.
Oh, there it is. It's a left hook. Okay, we'll take a look at it in the replay in between rounds. But it's one that we have missed.
Knees now to the body.
Edwards trying to get that arm in play, and he does. Spins around, gets that left arm through, and now he's facing Usman. Wrist control.
And the reason why Usman's been able to keep Edwards on the fence for so long is that underhook. He's controlling the underhook and jacking it up. You see how high up on the air that underhook is? I mean, that just really makes it hard to escape. If I'm Edwards, I got to really get that underhook down sometime, and this pummeling is not what Edwards wants to do.
Controlling the octagon time, the Ultimate Fighter winner, over around now 5:15 and counting. Midway point of our fight.
Well, regardless of how much wrestling Edwards is doing, clearly this is Usman's strength. And this is where he would like the fight to take place, especially as Edwards gets tired. It's going to be harder and harder for him to defend against these takedowns.
And again, he was able to initiate this entire attack, Dominic, because he landed some big shots.
Exactly, you're exactly right, Goldie, and that earns the respect and sets up the takedown. But now you got Edwards going for the clinch, and that's because he's a little tired. You usually don't go for the takedowns here unless you need a quick rest, and I think he's getting a breather so that he can rest his arms a little bit in a second and be able to throw his hands when he gets some separation from Usman. But Usman can sit here all day, wrestle all day long, and not get as tired, especially for 3 rounds. That really favors this type of match for 3 rounds.
Well, Edwards is landing some knees to the thighs here, which if he can really accumulate some of those, he might be able to slow Usman down a bit.
He ate some of those too earlier in the round, Joe. Both men with the knees.
Yeah, he really slowed down on him too, Mike. He landed a couple and then backed off.
All right, this is what Edwards wants.
Usman immediately in. Oh, left by Usman. Good straight left by Edwards.
He caught him with a body kick and then followed up with the hands. Usman really coming, not recklessly, but aggressively now, and Edwards is trying to time him like that.
Usman with a good kick.
Fakes the shot.
Yeah, really keeping him honest with that.
Good body shots. And answered by
good
Edwards.
Left. Oh, you know what? He got him low, and then as he was reacting to it, he landed the left hand.
Most of that impact hit your stomach, the foot hit you in the groin, so when you feel right. Let's go.
Leon Edwards is completely in this fight, though.
Take a look at that. No, that was right on the package. Big Dan Mergliata is mistaken.
Ready? Time?
That's a mistake by Big Dan. You know, he thought that it landed on the stomach. It didn't land on the stomach at all. But you know what? In the middle of the match, the heat of the action, it would have helped him to have a monitor to look at. Oh, Usman with a big
looking for the head kick. Edwards trying to work again in close range with those knees. Intense back and forth battle, a lot of grappling. Both men so far with good conditioning.
Nicely done by Usman.
Third takedown for Kamaru Usman.
Good hard body shots.
Nicely done, Leon Edwards. And the round comes to a conclusion. Third and final round.
Good knee up the middle for Edwards.
That's it. Everything is real. Don't play around. Don't play.
This is a very tough fight, Dom, for the judges to score. It's really been back and forth.
Well, in the striking, I definitely say so, but Usman's been pushing the takedowns, and that really, and the control too. I mean, he's not just getting takedowns, he's controlling these takedowns after. So it is a tough fight. It's still, I mean, this third round's up for grabs.
Usman with a nice takedown.
But you can see the takedowns getting a little bit easier per round, and that's just because it's stayed in the grappling aspect a lot of the time. The less time that Usman is forced to strike, the more he gets his energy up, and the less Edwards does.
Talked about it earlier, 6 takedowns in just over 6 minutes against Haider Hassan to win season 21 of The Ultimate Fighter. A little bit of the more of the same here tonight for Usman. Born in Nigeria, fighting out of Boca Raton with the Black Zillions.
Edwards just has to stuff some of these takedowns at Usman. He has to, because especially in this third round, he's got to get a knockout, I think, if he's going to win. So he's got to stuff some of these takedowns after he gets up here and try to stay off the cage. Do his best to use his footwork to stay off the cage, because that's where Usman's been able to control him the most, it seems.
Yeah, most likely he needs either a submission or a knockout here in this third round, and Usman's all over him here. Nice knees to the thigh. And Usman's not giving him a break.
And Usman's pace has been great standing also. He's not just waiting for a takedown, he's also throwing punches, landing punches. So this has been a back and forth fight, and Usman's showing that his striking can hang with some of the best strikers in the division too. I mean, Leon Edwards is no slouch when it comes to punching.
And it's certainly the threat of the takedown opens up strikes for Usman, and he landed the biggest shot of the fight so far.
Usman, 2010 Division II National Wrestling Champion, 3-time Division II All-American, spent some time in Colorado at the Olympic Training Center, gained a little international acclaim, and really worked with some of the greatest in the world. And his wrestling certainly A big storyline here in this matchup that has just about 2.5 minutes remaining.
The pressure and the grappling of Usman is causing Edwards to fade. We're really seeing that now in the third round here, halfway in.
Embrace the grind.
It's such a heavy pace. A lot of the fans might not
Look at this.
know.
Look at this, though. Look at this.
Oh, that's in there.
No, side control. He's okay.
Yep, he passed it right. Passed those knees right away to take away any guillotine threat.
And he can't hold on to that because it leaves him open for the Von Flue choke.
He let go of it because of those body shots.
Yeah.
That'll get rid of any of those front headlocks.
Yeah, that Von Flue choke is a sneaky choke. And guys that aren't experienced on the ground and hold on to that guillotine when a guy gets side control on them, they leave themselves open for it. Last time we saw it, OSP pulled one off. Usman just all over Edwards here in this third round. This is all Usman.
I mean, this is old school wrestling position right here. This is just control the hands. If you control the hands, they can't stand up. And that's exactly what's happening here.
Greg Jones does a great job with the wrestling coaching at the Black Zillions. Neil Melanson with his catch wrestling. And the Black Zillions looking for another win here today in Orlando.
Did you work with Neil at all when he was with Alliance?
I did, and I'm actually bummed we lost him to the Black Zillions, but we just, you know, costs a lot of money to keep a guy like Neil Melanson around, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got a very interesting approach.
He's an amazing grappling coach, and I miss him very much.
Yeah, with real wealth of knowledge when it comes to just all sorts of different styles of submissions. Judo, catch wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I really like his approach.
It's very much a wrestling approach, and that's what you're seeing Usman use here. He's controlling the hands to ground and pound. This is all Neil Melanson stuff also. I mean, he controls the hands to teach you to punch instead of throwing the hooks in. And he's landing huge shots here on Leon Edwards.
He's trying to get the finish here, guys. 30 seconds. Edwards trying to intelligently defend himself. Dan Miragliotta watching very closely. Big third round for Usman.
Well, we're seeing quite a resurgence of that catch wrestling approach. Josh Barnett, of course, who's like one of the best grapplers in the world. We're seeing a lot of success that he's been having, tapping out Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, and no one's been able to tap.
Well, you see Usman, and why didn't he throw a hook in there and just try to go for the choke, Joe? You know, a lot of Jiu-Jitsu practitioners will wonder that and say he didn't want the finish. Well, that's not true.
By unanimous decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Is shut now. Usman taking a page out of John Jones's book there. He's in the green trunks. Sean Strickland in white. Strickland back for the first time since UFC 199 last June against Tom Breeze.
Strickland keeping his hands pretty low.
That's good, that's good, that's good. That was good. Oh, fight. Keith Peterson says, yeah, strike was good. Oftentimes you see less experienced referees just react to the fighter. Peterson controlling the octagon.
This is a big factor, a huge factor. Whether or not Usman is able to take Strickland down, whether Strickland can get back up. So far, Strickland.
A lot of guys read double leg takedowns pretty simply. So Usman does a good job. He puts two together. He shoots the single, waits for you to react to the single, transitions to a double, turns the corner, and now we got Strickland on the fence. Wrestling 101, you put two together, it's harder to defend than one shot at a time.
Looks like some blood on the back of the head of Sean Strickland.
Strickland looking to lock up a Kimura here.
Before Strickland can get away, he's got to work on the hand control of Usman. He's got to break that lock or get his left elbow in between the two of them. Otherwise, he's just going to be stuck here.
Strickland's also got to realize that with one hand on the mat, he's still up. As long as the knee's not touching, Usman can still knee him in the head now, and he just ate one.
Right.
Got to remember that. With the new rules in place, you can't save yourself by just having one hand down, and I like that rule.
Very good point. Just over 3 minutes to go. We did get to see our ISO. That strike that was in question by Strickland landed to the inside of the thigh, so Peterson all over it. 2 minutes have gone by here in round one.
Strickland back up, but Usman still has control of him here. And
Usman's getting that control because he's keeping the hand control. As long as he keeps that waist, Strickland isn't getting away. Strickland has to fight the hands of Usman to create any space between them. And there he is on the hands. And as he breaks down like there, now he's got the elbow in between. He's an underhook on the left side. Usman knows it, sweeps him down to his back.
Leg lock attempt here by Strickland. You got to be very careful with Usman on top of him. When you're going for that leg, you use both your hands. It's real easy to get punched in the face when you're doing that.
Usman in all his fights always seems to have the strength advantage. I mean, he's just a big, powerful guy, and he utilizes his strength and his size well.
And this is a guy in Sean Strickland, Dom, who started his UFC career as a middleweight. See if Kamaru can try to posture up here to land a strike. Big right hand.
Strickland would do well to use underhooks, get his back up against the fence, and use the fence to get up to his feet. It's not going to do him very well with his head smashed up against the octagon, eating shots, because he can't move his hips the way he needs to in order to be offensive.
Usman made a couple of those right hands count.
Watch his eyes on top.
And if there's been any knock on Strickland in the past, it's that he's content at times to let time elapse without being super urgent. Strickland trying to get back to his feet, Usman not having it.
He had an underhook, and then you saw Strickland go over the top of the head of Usman, which gave Usman the bottom control, and now he got to the legs.
There's a bit of a cut on the left eye of Strickland.
For Strickland to get up, he's got to have underhooks. He can't be over the top of Usman's arms.
So all Kamaru Usman here in the early going. Strickland not allowed to interlock his toes in the fence. Total strikes, no surprise. Usman with the decided advantage.
Dominant round so far for Kamaru Usman. And Strickland showing no signs of being able to reverse that.
Hard to recall a round in Sean Strickland's career in which he was dominated like this, maybe in the Ponzinibbio fight, but Kamaru Usman off to a good start as usual here in Buffalo. We're right back.
Excellent round for Kamaru Usman.
Nice job by the veteran cutman Mike Afanasiev to get that cut closed. Usman trying to pick up where he left off.
Strickland's got to do something to get Usman's respect as he's coming in. Usman already has complete and total domination on the ground in that first round, and there he feints with the takedown attempt.
Now that he's gotten the takedown, maybe Usman look for Strickland to be waiting for the takedown and possibly get caught with punches. It'll make Usman striking better because of the takedown. Now he's really biting on the takedown feints, which will set up Usman's striking. Now the big punches can land up top. And Strickland's head stays right in the center and his chin stays up. Looks like you can't see out of that left eye. It's really giving him trouble.
Strickland stands straight up.
Right.
Chin straight up, body straight up. He's hurt.
Sean Strickland has never been finished. This is his 20th pro fight tonight. Strickland continuing to close and open that left eye, trying to improve his vision.
Usman smells the blood right now. He's after it.
And Strickland's being real obvious with that left eye.
Well, Strickland has built up some serious momentum here since dropping to welterweight, 3 straight wins, but in danger tonight against the prohibited favorite Kamaru Usman.
And really, Usman was winning in the striking. I think he was doing best there. So this shows he's most comfortable in the grappling transitions, but he can definitely do what he needs to with strikes.
Well, you're absolutely right. The threat of the takedown is opening up his striking so much more.
And at this point, just not a lot of offense coming back from Sean Strickland. Less than 3 minutes now to go round 2. A finish, though, would certainly be
big shot from Usman. Oh, hammer fist on that eye.
Looks like Usman's got the head trap.
Big body shots.
Strickland's going under there with his head to try to protect himself and to try to initiate the deep half and perhaps try to sweep. But Usman's so strong. See, Strickland's going under now. Now he's trying to attack the leg, but Usman's not having it. So strong in the scrambles. I mean, just completely dominant in the grappling aspect of this fight.
Well, you figured Usman would work hard for the finish here tonight as he tries to get that next level fight. 3 straight wins, or 4 straight wins, I should say, in the UFC. Last 3, though, by unanimous decision. Just non-stop pressure from Kamaru Usman tonight. Henry Hoof, George Santiago, and co. in the corner of Usman.
That's your move, Kamaru. Proceed, proceed. Keep going higher.
Let's go.
Don't let your leg trap, yeah, and keep going higher. He will give it. Follow the hips. Watch out for your arm.
75-13 for Usman in terms of the total strikes. You heard George Santiago, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, directing Usman against the brown belt Sean Strickland.
So far, Strickland's pretty much doing enough to just get through the round. He hasn't really implemented any offense on Usman. And Usman's just doing what he wants to as the fight has gone in this round. Strickland's got to get some respect somewhere. Get up to his feet here. Don't sit on your knees. Little things, he needs to have some urgency if he's going to survive the rest of this round or the third.
Yeah, it's highly likely that there's an almost insurmountable lead that he's developed in the first 2 rounds of this new scoring system. Because he's been just completely dominant.
Strickland pretty much has to finish in this next round.
Yeah. And Usman looking outstanding. Beautiful leg kick by Usman.
Striking is good. He's taken almost no damage in 10 minutes of fighting.
Right. Well, and if the criteria for a 10-8 is to win the round by a large margin, Usman could have 2 in the books. Round 3 next.
Strickland is not happy. He's got to do something. Kamaru Usman's been dominant for 2 rounds. Virtually untouched.
Dom, what's the mindset for a fighter in this situation when clearly you're down 2 rounds? I mean,
bite your mouthpiece and go, because you're already down. So now you just got to go for broke. Do the best you can, rip the body, finish heavy to the top, and hope you don't get taken down again by Usman.
Usman 2 of 7 on his takedown attempts unofficially thus far.
Usman just has the time, he has the speed of Strickland, knows where he's at, very confident, and the more he starts switching up his takedowns into the strikes, it's really going to cause problems for Strickland.
This is one
just like that.
Yeah, he's so good at faking those takedowns and then coming up with the punches. He's just so loose in there right now.
And when you have the rhythm of a fighter the way he has Strickland's rhythm, and Strickland hasn't done any damage, you can just really let your flow go. He's really moving on rhythm, Usman. And you see he's got rhythm with the way that he moves coming out to the octagon. Rhythm is so important, and he's got Strickland's rhythm, and he's on his own rhythm, so he can go for days at this pace.
And many of you didn't see the walk, but Usman was dancing the whole time, loose as a goose. And if he can finish the job tonight, it's going to be very interesting to see how they matchmake Usman going forward when he starts to take his shots against some of the welterweight elite. He thinks he belongs in that class.
There's a takedown. Strickland in a terrible position.
And pretty much Strickland's just trying not to be finished at this point. He hasn't really thrown any punches, any kicks. He can't see out of his left eye.
And Usman's starting to turn it up. Plenty of time in this round.
Later tonight, don't miss a complete recap of all the action from Buffalo on our post-fight show immediately following the pay-per-view main event. You can see it on FS1 or watch it live on Fox Sports Go. Less than 3 minutes now to decide this one.
Hammer fist by Usman.
Usman trying for a 9th straight win to move to 5-0 inside the octagon. Well, Strickland hanging in the fight, but just not able to mount any sort of offense tonight, really, after the first couple minutes. Usman rips the body just out of range with the elbow up top.
For a left straight overhand right. There it is right there. Because Strickland can't see out of his left eye, so you got to keep looking for that overhand. It's there for him, and the left hand is very low of Strickland, so the overhand right of Usman is there because he also sets up his takedowns with the same look.
Another flurry here from Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, he's looking for the finish now. Cutting off the cage. There's that right hand dump.
Seems like Strickland really is all about defense at this point in time.
If I'm Strickland and I'm backing up, I got to look for uppercuts, knees up the middle, jump knees, possibly anything to try to finish. Because I'm moving backwards, anything up the middle will help.
Yeah, we've never seen anybody work over Strickland like this.
Strickland's extremely good, and this just tells you how good Usman is.
Right hand appeared to clip Strickland there. 30 seconds now to go.
Nice body shot.
I mean, are you guys getting to the point where you're intrigued to see Kamaru Usman against, you know, the top 5, top 10 guys in the world?
I've been ready for that personally.
Yeah, I'm absolutely ready to see him get tested. I thought he was going to be tested a little more tonight,
right?
But was incredibly impressed by what he brings to the table. Strickland's trying now.
Seemingly too
by unanimous decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
We be saying and new. And Kamaru Usman. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Usman is in green, Tyron Woodley in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Usman immediately moving forward, putting pressure on the champ, and keeping an eye on that big right hand. Hold a single.
Straight to a guillotine attempt, and Woodley.
Oh, he doesn't have guard. He doesn't have guard.
He's on the wrong side. Woodley needs to get his left hip to the mat. That guillotine's gonna get a little tighter.
It's hard to see what he has under the chin. It looks like he's around the face.
I don't think he's under the chin. I think he's right across that jawline.
He doesn't have it at all anymore. He doesn't have his hands clasped together. But now Kamaru is on top.
So right now you got Woodley holding on to the chin, but it kind of burns the arm out when you just squeeze like that. So Usman's okay here. He knows he's safe, so he's just kind of softening it up. Woodley's looking for a space to get his hips out. He wants to get that right leg off the floor and get it out from underneath so he can wall walk, use the fence. So now he's got to get his left hand on the floor, Woodley. Underneath the chin of Usman.
And Usman keeping pressure on him. He wants to scoot his butt away from the cage. Stay on top of him.
Cut your wrist, Tyron, I can see.
Woodley complained to the referee that Usman was grabbing the glove. Mark Goddard said it was legal.
Now there, that bottom leg, the one that's on the mat, that's the one that matters to keep Woodley on the floor. And now that Woodley's got that knee on the floor, he can stand up. He's just trying to break the lock of Usman. First.
Let's go to work, guys. Let's stay busy, please.
He's up.
Woodley came in with the highest takedown defense, 97.6% of any fighter in any division in UFC history.
Thank you, work, gents.
Wasn't necessarily taken down there by Usman.
Nice knee to the body by Usman.
This is the type of fight Usman wants.
Yes.
This fight gives him a great chance, and if he can keep it here, we'll go back and forth with Woodley.
Those are good knees to the body there by Usman.
Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds to decide this UFC welterweight title. Just over 2 minutes here to go in round 1.
Usman's always shifted a little bit off to the weak side of Woodley, as you see, just off the line of sight for that right hand. He's always shifted. See how he takes his head to the weak side every time. Back to the single.
Woodley, 2-time Division I All-American wrestler and Big 12 champ at the University of Missouri. Usman, 3-time D2 All-American, a national title his senior year at 174 pounds. Big right from Usman, yeah.
Nice knee to the body again. Usman's doing a fantastic job of closing the distance and getting a hold of Tyron and keeping Tyron up against the cage.
I like this plan for Usman because in the early rounds when Woodley's got the most power, the most strength to land it, and the best timing. So if you keep him in this wrestling, you take away a little bit of the power from the right, and you kind of take away some of the timing and the speed as well. So it just kind of makes it a little bit more even in the striking realm when they do separate, because Usman's being able to create these early transitions.
It's good body work here by Usman. Good right hands to the body, good knees. And we've seen that Usman can keep this up for 5 rounds, like we did with Dos Anjos.
And to be fair, Woodley likes this style of fight too. He's good at staying against the fence. He likes to let guys wear themselves out trying to take them down on the fence. That's his game plan. So they're both kind of playing their game, to be honest.
So Mark Goddard chooses to intervene there. Wasn't seeing enough action. Less than 40 seconds now to go on the round.
What Woodley's good at is good at touching you to get you to start reaching for his hands, and then he comes over the top when you start reaching with the right hand. And that's what we just saw a second ago. He's done that to everybody he's fought.
Usman continues to press forward, appeared to land there partially.
Again, more body work by Usman. He's really working that right hand to the body very well.
He goes to a knee tap, transitions, tries to switch to a double. Woodley does a good job getting the underhook.
So here we go, round 2. You heard Duke Rufus and Dean Thomas there, Joe, in the corner of Tyron Woodley. They want more volume, more forward motion here in round 2.
Yeah, Dean was adamant that Tyron can't move back. He said, you've got to move forward. And Duke really wanted him to throw combinations. And Usman is back to the same strategy. Look at him, just relentless pressure, moving forward. And the thing about Usman, the other thing that they were calling for was the leg kicks. The thing about Usman is he can do this all day.
Yep.
And it's one of his strengths. He has incredible cardio.
Might be the most conditioned welterweight on the roster with respect, of course, to the champion Woodley, but Usman using that jab, Dom, to get inside and working here in the clinch again.
He's also consistently working that body.
Yeah, he's closing the distance well by double jabbing his way in, but Woodley's, I agree with his coaches, he needs to move forward more because he's getting so far behind on the numbers and octagon control. However, this is also Woodley's live by the sword, die by the sword tactic. He waits until you make one mistake, and then he's waiting for that right hand. And he only needs one opportunity to land it. So it goes both ways. Usman's making the right game plan, staying high on the numbers, staying high on the offense.
Oh, he hit Tyron with a big elbow.
Let's see what Woodley can do.
That was a big shot.
Woodley retreats, then he thought about a takedown, nothing doing.
Wow.
Usman's just out wrestling Woodley right now. From beginning to end of this match so far, he's been out wrestling him.
Full mount.
And he has cut Tyron, excuse me, Joe, right by that right eye.
Woodley's just flat. Looks like he's a little bit static, just hanging out. He's waiting a little too long. He's not keeping the non-stop movement. And so Usman's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter with each movement. You can pay now or pay later.
Right.
We've seen Kamaru Usman have sensational performances. The question was always, how good is he when he fights the best of the best? We're finding out now he's very good.
And even when he wasn't getting finishes, Joe, he's beaten guys 30 to 25 times 3. I mean, he has been dominant every step of the way in his UFC career.
And the question was always whether the champion could stop that kind of assault. And this is incredibly impressive. This is the most dominant we have ever seen anyone against Tyron in a fight for the title.
Well, nobody's been able to out-wrestle Woodley at all, ever. And Usman is.
We mentioned
especially like this.
The takedown defense, #1 in the UFC all time. That was only the second time he's ever been taken down in the UFC. Rory McDonald, the other to do it.
And I think the reason why Usman's been so successful is exactly what Woodley's coach has said. He's waiting too much. So he's always a step behind Usman.
Oh, he's getting beat up. This is just a shockingly good performance by Kamaru Usman so far.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round 2. It has been all Kamaru Usman thus far. More than a round already of control time for the challenger.
Old school wrestling, they call this the honeymoon ride. You do the math.
Mark Goddard allowing Usman to work here from the dominant position as he has Woodley mounted.
Well, Tyron has got to do something to get out from under here.
What does he do, Joe?
Well, he's got to get his hands on the hips, pop his hips up, hip escape. But the problem is, every time he moves, he gets hit with shots.
I like to see Woodley get to a hip, push his elbows on the knees of Usman, then use your hands. But right now, staying flat on his back, it's not going to be pretty.
The thing is, every time he goes to move his hands, he's eating big elbows and punches. It's very difficult for him to move here, and this is because Usman's doing a fantastic job of controlling the offense in this position. Now Tyron's trying to sneak out the side, but Usman puts a stop to it. He's doing a great job of grapevining the legs as well. See how he's using his insteps and his shins to control Woodley's legs. Very difficult to get out of there.
And being annoying by trying to interrupt the breathing pattern, keeping his face open-handed on Tyron Woodley's mouth.
Yeah, this is hard without strikes. It's hard to move. Look at this. He's looking for an arm triangle.
Woodley doing the right thing with that back arch. He doesn't want Usman to get that elbow on the other side of his head, so he's keeping it straight and trying to block it. And Usman's trying to wear the body out so he can't stay in this back arch for too long. He's only got to wait 13 seconds. But if he lets his back flat, Usman there it is, right there. He gets out.
But still,
dominant round.
Incredibly dominant. Look, and still does not get. He tries to pop the hips, does not get anywhere with it. Amazing round.
Getting all he can handle thus far from the +140 underdog, Kamaru Usman.
Well, he's lost the race so far, but it's a marathon, so we still got another few rounds to see what can happen. Couple rounds, I should say.
He's got to keep his back away from the cage. And his corner desperately wants him to move forward. Kamaru ducks under that big right hand.
Look to see Tyron switch to an uppercut.
I'd like to see Tyron go to that leg kick as well. There it is. He's got a thunderous leg kick. Those huge calves and all that power. Nice knee to the body by the champ. But again, Kamaru digging with that right hand to the body. I mean, he's working so hard on that. Look at that, constantly digging. I mean, they will sap your energy. He's so relentless with that. That is nasty stuff, folks.
So once again, early in the round, Woodley has been rendered defensive with his back up against the fence.
The length of Usman's causing a lot of problems, too. He's so long in that body lock, he can keep his hands locked and just stretch so far away, Usman, that the height is just an issue in this wrestling. These underhook transitions are tough to deal with the taller men.
19 body strikes landed in that recent exchange. 82 already for the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Again, just digging to the body, the same spot over and over and over again. And this will absolutely pay dividends in the later rounds. This is going to sap the endurance from Tyron Woodley.
Mark Goddard pretty quick with the trigger there to pull the fighters back to the center.
If there was a punishment index in this fight, you would see that Kamaru Usman has dished out so much more punishment so far. With all the ground and pound in the second round, all these vicious body shots and knees to the body in the clinch. I mean, it's just a dominant performance for the challenger so far.
Complete control by Usman right now.
I think you're onto something. We need like a damage index.
Yeah. Oh, again.
Nice punching on the breaks. And now he's continuing to make adjustments, Usman. He's wrestling, breaking, punching, going back and forth. And Woodley, the problem is he's backing up and he's not throwing combinations. He's looking for one big knockout punch and he's not piecing combinations together, so he's not getting the respect of the striking from Usman. So Usman's able to link together combinations and then get to the wrestling.
And it seems like he's looking for openings that do not present themselves.
Well, he's looking for the knockout punch. That one big special punch to land instead of setting it up and just staying working, staying offensive in order to set up the big punch. He's just looking for one.
And you wonder how much those body shots will start to take their toll if and when we get to those championship rounds. Less than 2 minutes now to go round 3.
I mean, this is a horrific number of body shots that Kamaru Usman's landing. And they're not soft punches either. They're very hard. And he's hitting the same spot over and over and over again. Look at this. And there's a knee.
What's interesting to me is Woodley's smart enough to know that these numbers are adding up. And he's okay with just squeezing. But I don't know if he's like planning something, but he's way behind on the numbers. He needs to get busy ASAP.
Over 100 body strikes have landed for Usman. He's mixed in those shoulder strikes as well.
Why are they separated?
I don't understand
that. I do not understand that. And Kamaru's just moving forward.
Now we're seeing Usman slide a little bit farther towards the right hand of Woodley. He's not staying as far on the weak side. There it is. That's what I'm saying. You've got to stay confident. And that's what Woodley waits for, is just one mistake. But he waits sometimes too much, I think. He needs to keep his foot moving like that.
But Usman still moving forward, even though that right hand glanced off of him, didn't stun him. Back to the same spot. Nice elbow on the break by Usman.
Kamaru again closes the distance. Too strong when Woodley changes levels. And as you've said, Joe, Kamaru can do this all day.
He really can, and this is what's terrifying about this. For a guy like Woodley, who's getting beat up here in the clinch, hasn't had any successful moments in 3 rounds of defending his title. Really, one glancing right hand is the best that he's mustered so far. I mean, that's just incredible.
Woodley looks asleep is the problem. To me, he just doesn't look awake. He looks like he's just not awake right now. He doesn't look like normal Woodley to me. He looks like he's just waiting too much. They're trying to wake him up. That's what you're hearing.
Well, I think it's the body punishment. I think that's a big part of it.
He's looked this way since round 1 before he even ate a shot. He hasn't woke up since the minute of the fight.
I think he was looking for openings in round 1, but then once Usman got a hold of him and started hitting with those body shots, it just started wearing on him.
There's the uppercut. Just waiting too much.
Nope, didn't get it.
He's going for that one big thing,
yes.
Woodley. He just wants the finish, just a guillotine, a submission, one big knockout punch. And Usman's better with, I'm just going to stay working. I'm going to keep the offense going and let things add up until I get what I need or I go to the decision. That's why Usman's getting so far ahead and Woodley's just waiting and countering and just behind.
In nearly every interview Kamaru Usman did this week, he kept saying, Tyron's not willing to run the race that I'm willing to run. It's been Usman's race tonight.
Well, he's taking him into the dark waters he talked about. The control time in this is just huge for Usman. I mean, over 10 minutes of control time. So, when was the last time you've seen Woodley ever get wrestled?
Not like this.
Never. So this is the difference maker when you're facing high-level champions, you got to fight them a different way, and this is how you're seeing it. Nobody's had the wrestling of Usman, though. And right now, Usman's okay with just squeezing his body lock because there's no damage being taken, and Woodley's not doing anything to get up. But the ref will probably stop or stand him up soon because there's not a whole lot going on.
Oh, Usman has stayed busy.
I think they shouldn't, but I mean, Woodley's just almost waiting.
I really genuinely hope that Mark Goddard doesn't stand them up.
He's getting worn to work while working.
I don't think they should, but
I think you should have to earn a stand.
I agree.
I think you should have to stand.
But he's been breaking them. I don't know
yeah,
why.
I don't know why either. Well, it's a real problem in MMA. Nice elbow from the top.
Usman goes from controlling the hips to controlling that bottom leg, taking the back. I mean, he's really just out-grappled Woodley the whole time.
Nod to Greg Jones Wrestling.
Well, he's kind of outdone everything. He's outstruck him, he's out-grappled him, he's outworked him.
He turned it into a dirty wrestling match.
Yeah.
He turned it into a cheating wrestling match, and he didn't even have to free strike him in the open. He just took away all the power from Woodley, keeping him on his heels, and then smothered him with the wrestling and the dirty boxing and the dirty wrestling.
Now he's smashing him here with his shoulder. Look at that. Over and over.
Great.
And Woodley's almost like, it doesn't hurt that bad, so I'm just going to eat it. But he's smart enough to know this looks bad to the judges, and he's down on the numbers. So I'm not sure if he can't counter, if he doesn't have an answer, or if he's just tired.
Let's go, guys, last time.
Less than 2 minutes now to go in this fourth round of a possible 5. You see the control time for Kamaru Usman.
Stop
And
right there. Turn around. Listen to me, Kamaru. It's a fight. Turn around, turn around.
I mean,
Fight.
What does that mean?
Well, Mark Goddard doesn't know how to wrestle. That's what that means.
I just don't understand why he would say that. How does he not know it's a fight? He's winning a fight.
Well, he's seen them wrestle, and he thinks that that's not fighting. There it is.
Big knees from Usman.
couple nice uppercuts from Woodley.
Oh, nasty knees. Elbow. Look at him smiling at him.
And he's shifting to the weak side. He walked away.
Oh, big uppercut.
That goes
he's hurt.
Two more.
He's hurt. Woodley's hurt, guys.
Woodley's in trouble here. Big uppercuts. The end could be coming.
He's hurt.
Huge punches.
Big
He's looking to finish it here. Woodley's trying to get his respect back, but he can't. They're both hurting. Woodley's hurt bad, though.
Look at this.
Woodley showing the heart of a champion as he absorbs these power strikes from Usman. Huge uppercut.
More shots by Usman.
Woodley looks out on his feet to me. Trying to get it together. Last 30 seconds.
Usman just blew a lot of gas out of the tank right there, though.
That was an incredible amount of energy. And he's kept an insane pace in this fight already. So Usman is in stellar shape.
Final 10 seconds of this fourth round.
Look at how Tyron's standing there with his legs locked, standing straight up. I mean, he is exhausted here.
I think he's just a little bit hurt.
Both.
4-0 Usman.
Look at him. This has been an incredibly dominant performance by the challenger.
I agree 100%, Joe.
I think it's 2 10-8 rounds. That last round was a 10-8 round. And I think Usman is looking to close the show.
Woodley definitely knows he's down on the numbers. He definitely knows he's not doing enough. He's looking for the guillotine a lot. He's looking for the right hand. But he's also not really listening to his coaches. It's almost like he's not awake to me. Like he didn't warm up. He wasn't warm. I don't know.
Kamaru's about to be careful here. His neck is caught.
If he does go for the single leg here, he's got to jump to the other side of Woodley's right leg.
Usman doesn't appear fazed by Woodley's arm around that neck. Trying to dump Woodley here and goes!
Big takedown for Kamaru Usman.
Less than 4 minutes now to go. It has been all Kamaru Usman tonight.
If Woodley continues to hold on to that neck with his left arm, he's very much in danger of getting Von Flue choked here. As Kamaru Usman is leaning, especially with where Tyron Woodley's head is, Kamaru Usman's leaning his left shoulder into the neck of Tyron Woodley.
Usman's got to lock that hand down by locking his hands underneath the head of Woodley and grabbing that around that arm. The fence is almost stopping that Von Flue attempt.
We should almost call it the Ogun St. Preux at this point.
Pretty much. I think you're right. That's fair.
He's got more of those than anybody.
We'll call it the OSP now.
Under 3 minutes now to go in this welterweight title fight. Tyron Woodley has gotten all he could handle from Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru is basically out of half guard here. All he has to do is just lift his right leg up and carry it over.
Amazing to think that Kamaru Usman only started his MMA training in 2012.
That's insane.
Certainly the wrestling credentials were there, but walked in a green striker in 2012.
Coming from an Olympic wrestling alternate background, I mean, the work ethic that he had crossed over very well, and we're seeing that in 7 years of MMA, he's been able to hang with one of the best.
Not just hang, dominate.
Keep him out, Toilet. Keep him out, please.
Just complete control out of Usman in the grappling. Woodley just seems okay to take it, though. That's what's interesting. It's like he's not really trying.
I just don't think he knows what to do.
I mean, he knows what to do.
He's getting so beat up. I don't think he knows what he can do at this point.
I just think he's so far behind.
No fighter prior in the UFC or Strikeforce had taken Woodley down more than once. Almost 3 full rounds, more than 3 full rounds of control time.
Kamaru's covering his mouth.
I think the pace of Usman is just incredible, too. I mean, the pace that he's been keeping, he's the whole time trying to finish this fight. He's never just coasting. He's never just waiting. He's non-stop working from the guard, from the up in the clinch, everywhere. Great pace by Usman.
I mean, everything about this performance is impressive.
I agree.
He's won every single round.
Pretty much every minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. Not arguing.
Less than a minute now to go. It looks as though Tyron Woodley's welterweight title reign is going to come to an end at the hands of the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman.
If it doesn't, there's going to be a riot. If somehow or another the judges get this one wrong.
There's no way the judges can mess this one up.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's one of the rare fights you can absolutely call.
I agree.
Well, for Henry Hooft and Greg Jones and the late Glenn Robinson and everyone with the Black Zillions, Rashad Evans, they felt like their guy was going to break through and eventually win a UFC title. He is 18 seconds away from doing just that.
Well, Woodley, we were all waiting for him to unload and let some combinations go. He kind of just stayed stagnant through the whole fight, and Usman just stayed ahead, always first, keeping a high offense and out-grappling, out-wrestling, out-striking, and beating Tyron Woodley.
That's it. We got a new champ, folks.
Usman with a nasty left elbow cuts Woodley, and that was the beginning of the end. From here, it just never went any other way. Huge takedown using his hips to get the leverage he needs, and the ground and pound from the mount position. Complete control in the mount position. Tons of body shots, tons of uppercuts. They traded. They had an awesome round here. These two traded, and you know, Woodley landed a big knee, but Usman just came over the top with elbows and just huge slam at the end while Woodley was looking for a guillotine.
By unanimous decision and new UFC undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Covington out of the southpaw stance in blue. Usman in the black and gold, befitting a champion, opens up orthodox here tonight.
Oh! Nice high kick by Usman.
Good kick to the body by Colby.
I was very interested to see if Colby would actually just take the center and start the fight with that same pace he fought Robbie with.
Usman physically looks like a bigger man. Good kick to the body by Colby. And a good left hand.
Covington threw 541 strikes over 25 minutes against Robbie Lawler. That doesn't even mention the 20-plus takedown attempts.
Good right hand by Usman. Good jab. Oh, another good right hand.
Kamaru pretty sharp with his hands early on.
Colby's throwing and winging. Usman's very patient, looking at finding the shots.
Oh, solid right hand.
Usman feints the takedown.
Good right hand by Usman. Good kick to the body by Colby. And here's that pace.
Nice right hand over the top behind the ear lanes for Colby.
Yeah, good claw right hand. Good right hand by Usman. Oh, they're getting after it.
I mean, right away, no feeling out process. These boys just went and started fighting.
Usman switched stances.
Usman may have hurt his left hand. Oh, knee for Kobe. And now Kamaru Usman lands a knee. Furious pace early.
Yes, this is the type of pace Covington wants to set.
Keep an eye on Usman's left hand. He switched stances right after he threw a left hand. He may have hurt it because he's not throwing a lot of them right now. And he's jabbing now with his right hand instead of his left. Good left hand by Kobe.
And now a left from Usman, yeah. 3 minutes have gone by here in round one. You can feel the tension in the building.
And to this point, these guys haven't let you down. They haven't disappointed. Went right away and started getting after it. And 3 minutes in, you're in a competitive first round.
Good straight right from Usman. 90 seconds in the round.
Good left hand by Usman.
Covington is landing some real good shots in these exchanges, man.
Real good shots.
Oh, that one got Covington.
Look at his hands drop. He did not like that.
See a good start for Covington. Busy, accurate. Nice short uppercut for Kamaru.
Usman's the better technical striker. Covington just tries to overwhelm you.
Another good shot to the body by Usman. Oh, good left hand by Colby.
Usman's bleeding a little bit on the nose.
Subtle stance switch there from Usman back to southpaw. Inside leg kick for Colby.
But they want him to go to the body more. What's interesting to me is that these guys postured and talked about wrestling all week, and nobody even attempted a takedown in the first round.
Usman has never been taken down in his UFC career.
And Colby's only been taken down once. pretty impressive stats.
Look at the output of the first round. I think both of these guys threw over 100 strikes.
Oh, both fire to the body. Stinging right jab from Usman.
Yeah, he's having success when he leads with that right hand. Covington with a big shot with his left.
Usman's having good success with that front kick to the body too. He's stabbing him with it. It's not like a push kick.
Nice jab from
Snapping
Covington.
front kick.
It's the body work, man. He's really working the body. Body with his hands, body with his feet. Oh, nice right hand by the champ.
Good counter shot from Usman after Covington appeared to land. Some blood on the bridge of Covington's nose.
Oh, good left hand by Colby.
Covington perhaps with a window of opportunity here.
Good inside low kick.
Beautiful straight right from Usman, and now goes high with the kick.
There's that front kick again. And a good right. Oh, man. Good shots by both men.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible striking action thus far. Usman with an uppercut.
Oh, good left hand by Usman. His left hand seems to be fine. Good popping jab by Colby, and another one by Usman.
Usman, the slightly more efficient striker. Covington has been busier. Already coming up on 200 total strikes thrown. Vegas crowd getting behind Covington. Nice shot to the body by Kamaru.
Time. Stay there. Time. It touched. Stay there. Kamaru, away from the corner. Hold there. Take your time. Stay where you are.
Let's take a look at that.
No coaching. Come on, listen. You see, it touched. It touched. So we have to give the credit. It touched. Clear. Stay.
Hold on a second. That does not seem like the cut.
It was on the belt line. It was on the belt line, I think. Close though, very close.
I mean, it's possible that it shoved the cup into.
Neither fighter has attempted a takedown thus far.
Colby with the volume.
A large part of Covington's ability to wear people out, though, is from the wrestling. And he doesn't have that with Usman. He cannot just go out there and wrestle Kamaru. So I don't know if he can be as effective trying to wear out Usman if he's just striking.
Well, the pace that Colby can operate on is pretty extraordinary. The question is, can Kamaru keep up with that pace just striking?
Over 3, 4, and 5, too.
Yes. And right now, Colby's outworking him. Oh, good shot to the body. Usman's trying to land the harder shots, and Colby is going for volume. There's a big shot. Over the top by Colby. Oh, good right hook by Colby. Oh, Usman.
Back and forth we go.
Another good shot to the body. That might have hurt him.
Yep, that hurts Covington. That body shot hurt Covington.
Similar reaction when he got touched by that body blow in round 1. Now
Another
Covington
good
retreats.
shot.
Yep. Scintillating action through 10 minutes. 5 rounds tonight.
The problem with that thought is that Usman has that beautiful shot to the body that Covington hates. And because he's a southpaw, Usman's digging that like an uppercut. It's usually the kicks in those positions, but it's the right uppercut of Usman that's giving him problems.
And there's that front kick to the body as well. Good knee to the body by Usman.
Jab is there for Usman. Covington loads up on a left hand just out of range. Covington not quite as active here, a minute into round 3.
And that's because in the Lawler fight, he was dictating everything, right? The wrestling, the striking. In this fight, it's so competitive and so close, and he's taking damage from Usman.
Well, Usman told us Thursday it's easy to have endurance when you're doing what you want to do, and to your point, DC hasn't been able to...
Oh! Big right hand.
Wow.
And then a good kick to the body as well. And a nice jab by Colby.
Just keeps on coming.
If Covington's going to have a chance here, he's going to have to just try to overwhelm Usman. Usman's a much better striker. You can tell he's just more skilled and more developed to this point. I mean, I'm not saying have a chance in terms of him not winning, but for him to win, it's got to be on a ton of volume. He's got to really put out a lot of effort if he's going to beat Usman, because if it looks pretty, this is to Kamaru's advantage.
And Usman has matched a lot of that volume tonight. Under 3 minutes now in round 3.
Well, he's shutting it down. He's shutting it down with the harder shots, that front kick to the body. And again, because of the fact that he's not afraid of the wrestling. So Colby, oh, there it again. Nasty right hand to the body.
I mean, Usman must have some crazy power, because every time he hits Covington to the body, he gets a big reaction from him.
Well, he's so physically strong. I mean, just look at him.
Easy work. Kind of your money shot. Behind your jab. Let's go. Your reach. Your reach.
Usman's last 3 fights have all been 5-rounders. All have gone the 25-minute distance. Very comfortable fighting 25.
That front kick to the body is money in the bank. And he keeps throwing it, he keeps digging into Colby's guts, and that is going to take a lot of the wind out of his sail. He's slowing down, you can see it.
I'd like to see his output this round as opposed to round 1 and 2.
He's still in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, for sure.
He still has tremendous heart, but that front kick to the body and those hard body shots, like right there, I mean, that is really taking a lot out of him. There's the jab. Colby's struggling in this round.
And Usman settling in defensively as well, starting to read Covington's punches better. DC, you asked for the round 3 numbers, at least in terms of the lands. Usman 11, Covington 8. Henry Hoof wanting Usman to move forward.
Oh, again, Colby's having a real hard time with that, and you see him dropping his hands. If Usman fakes that right hand to the body, then comes up with a high kick or a high punch.
Through the first 2 rounds, Colby landed 75 strikes. This round, he's landed 8.
Oh, big left hand. Usman's turning it up.
Head kick for Covington.
Head kick.
Knockout in the middle of the action.
Time, I would see. Stay where you are. Time. Colby, go back. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay away from your corner, Kamaru. Doctor, come here. Colby, Over there, over there.
Let's
Doctor,
see if
come
we
here.
can isolate that in the
Walk with
replay.
me, Kamaru.
Take
Walk
a look
with
at
me.
it.
Take your time.
Here we
Doctor,
go.
I want you to take your time. Colby.
No question about
Stay
that
where
one.
you are, please, all right? Stay where you are.
No question about that one.
There you are.
He said he's all right. He's got his eye open. The initial shock of it is going to slowly start to wear off, hopefully. God, don't let this fight be stopped from that.
Ringside physician.
Kamaru. Okay, look at me. Relax now. Doctor, we're good? No injury.
His eye is fine.
Thank you very much. Kamaru, you can see perfectly well. Thank you.
Mark Goddard, one of the best in the business.
And we are back underway late here in round 3, 30 seconds to go.
Every time they come together, Usman's throwing that right uppercut to the body now.
And there's that front kick again.
Oh, big right towards the end of the round. Protest from Covington. We have arrived at the championship rounds. Conan Silveira wants Covington to wrestle. We'll see if he can follow through.
There's that front kick to the body again. Oh, he's hurt. Kamaru recognizes it. Just a matter of how much can Colby take with that broken jaw.
Yeah, Usman's building. I mean, Usman's still building right now. He hasn't slowed down. He's still going forward. He still has tight. It's gonna have to be on Covington to change something like that.
Whoa! Both guys throwing everything home here. And
That's what Covington needed.
Yeah.
You got to give it up to Colby with a broken jaw. Still swinging for the fences. And there's that right to the body again by Usman. There's the front kick.
The right side of Covington's face really starting to swell up now.
It's the jab of Usman.
What's
He's got
also
a
the broken
fantastic
jaw.
jab. But Colby Covington has no quit in him, man. This dude is going forward, still trying to fight.
Just eating jabs on what is likely a broken jaw. Little slip by Kamaru.
Again, digs to that body.
Once again, Usman pointing those toes right to the midsection of Covington. Oh! Little stumble from Usman after that right hand from Colby.
Beautiful timing in that right hand. Big uppercut from Colby.
I mean, this is a great fight, man.
Incredible fight as advertised. 0 takedown attempts on either side. And Covington showing the heart of a champion here in landing a lot of big shots.
With a broken jaw.
It looked like it was going completely sideways for Covington, and now he's fighting probably the best round since the first, or the second.
Hard to keep track, my man. It's so crazy in here.
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
2 minutes now to go in round 4.
Kamaru slowing down a little bit. Oh, good dig to the body. Oh,
straight
Nasty right hand.
Good body kick by Covington.
Good right hand by Usman. There's that front kick again. That is such a big factor in this fight.
Usman is the one now putting out the output. Covington is not matching it towards the end of this round. He's had a couple big moments. But over the majority of the round, it's Usman kind of leading the engagements.
You make it work. You work with your jab.
But in these exchanges like that is when Covington has a ton of success.
Beautiful inside leg kicks by Colby. Kamaru pops him with the jab. Oh,
nice
right
hook. I mean, both of these guys are so tough.
Just incredible. Neither man wanting to be denied tonight. First undisputed title defense for Usman. First undisputed title shot for Covington.
Time. Listen, come here. Listen. Colby, hold time. Hey. Listen, Colby, listen. Listen to me. Come here, please. Come here. Listen, I know it's chaotic. We know we're in a fight. We're going to keep it clean. You understand? Okay, no more timeouts. Let's go. Fight.
30 seconds to go. Yep. Beautiful jab from Usman. 20 seconds in the round. With all these power shots being landed, amazing we don't have a knockdown yet.
Oh!
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
I mean, we might be 2-2 going into the fifth.
We very well might be. He might have won that round.
I mean, these two are the best welterweights in the world.
Unquestionably. And this might be the round to determine it.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know. We have no idea, but Colby could have won that last round.
I mean, you don't know how rounds 1 and 2, that was so even. Covington landed 80 punches in the first 2 rounds. You know, like, how do you score those? This is a close fight.
Very close fight.
Usman does great work with that front kick, but sometimes when he goes to engage Covington, is catching him with that right uppercut.
Colby with a big shot.
And the chin on Usman is something else.
Oh man, both of these guys can really take a shot. Because Kamaru's landed some big shots too, and he's taking some big shots from Covington.
Usman has gotten away from the body work a little bit here late.
He's got to get back to that body work if he's going to keep Covington off of him there like that.
This is a very close final round, folks.
A lot of folks felt like this fight was destined to go the distance and maybe destined to play out on the feet because of the wrestling credentials on both sides.
Not a single takedown attempt.
Crazy.
Henry Hoof's asking Kamaru to go forward. He understands that you got to be the one, given the visuals in this fight, especially in round 5.
Kick by Colby, blocked. Ooh, left hand.
Covington has outlanded Usman 130 to 116 unofficially. 2 minutes of a title fight they'll be talking about deep into next week and beyond. Crowd trying to urge Covington on here.
Left hand by Colby, right hand by Usman.
And now Usman whips the body.
Oh, no, with the left.
Usman's got him hurt bad. Usman's got him hurt bad. The blood's just leaking out of his mouth now.
Stiff right
This
on the
is
mouth.
what you want to see from a champion in round number 5.
Yes.
Him pressing, him landing, him trying to put.
Covington back to his feet. Covington in a world of trouble here. Trying to put Covington away. That is it. Still, Kamaru Usman finishes Colby Covington. That has got to feel good.
That is how you finish a fight as a champion.
First knockdown. Boom! Just a cannon straight down the middle. Sits Colby down. Colby's in survival mode here. And look at the second one. Boom!
Now Usman's seeing everything now.
Colby's in big, big trouble here. Boom! Staggered. Hammer fists.
Good stoppage. I mean, he's down there holding with the damage that he'd taken to that point. That was a great stoppage. I mean, great performance by Kamaru Usman. Colby's upset.
All right, the UFC Welterweight Championship is underway. Jorge Masvidal in the red trunks. Kamaru Usman in the black and gold, as befits a champion.
Usman had a beautiful jab against Gilbert Burns, and then he would switch to southpaw and land the front hand jab, his power hand. That's what he finished Burns with. Let's see how quickly he switches his stance tonight against Masvidal, a much higher level striker.
Masvidal is so slippery on his feet. He's so slick.
Tyron Woodley once called him the best boxer in the UFC. Seems to be attacking that lead leg of Usman early.
And just a stand-up real, Masvidal is a handful for anybody, man. Technique is tight. Everything comes from where it's supposed to. Comfortable and confident is Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
And he's tremendously durable. We've never really seen him hurt. Never really seen him in deep trouble inside the octagon. Oh, he just got stung.
Nice right hand by Usman. But Masvidal ate it. Usman has a beautiful right hand, man. It doesn't seem fast, but it always seems to land. And he can put you out. You saw him break down Colby Covington with that shot over the course of 5 rounds and put him down and finished him in the 5th.
We also have to recognize that he's getting better as a striker. His background is in wrestling. But over the course of his career inside the octagon, we've seen him get more and more efficient and smooth with his striking.
And he's been coached by 2 of the best striking minds in the game, Henry Hooft and now Trevor Whitman, as Usman effectively attacks the body there.
Usman's doing a real good job with his jab right now. And he's mixing up the target on that jab. To the body, then to the head. Twice now he's landed that beautiful right hand.
The heavyweight champ Francis Ngannou in the corner of Kamaru Usman. He leaves for Cameroon tomorrow to celebrate his world title. He'd like to get on that plane, having had his guy come through.
You know, Kamaru Usman has such a great high crotch to your left leg that when he dips on that body jab, you have got to respect it and be ready to defend takedowns. Because if you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Powerful takedown early from Usman.
Beautiful takedown by Usman. Got to the body and just exploded into that takedown finish. Now he's in the guard of Masvidal.
He's hitting the back of the head here. And Herb Dean's warning him. Masvidal likes to get feet on the hips and push you off. but he's very good defensively off of his back. But he can cut you from this position as well.
Yeah, some slicing elbows from Masvidal on his back. Under 2 minutes now in round 1.
But Usman's happy here. Usman's fine with being on top here.
That was a big elbow.
Big elbow there by Usman. Because this is his comfort zone in the wrestling. He's on top. He's grappling. That is where he wants to be against Masvidal. Masvidal landed a beautiful elbow right there.
Those are hard elbows. And from a good angle for him.
And now Gamebred trying to use the fence to get upright.
Nice stand up there by Masvidal, but he's got to move Usman's head inside. As long as Usman's head is on the outside, Masvidal will not be able to get away from him. If he starts to use his right arm to shift the head inside, then he can start to face him again. But Kamaru's so strong, man. So physically gifted for the weight class. Great hand control by Masvidal to get back up.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Usman back to work to the body. Inside leg kick for Gamebred.
Oh, big right hand by Usman.
That was
a good jab too.
See, and that's where Usman looks a little bit. That's where you can see the inexperience in the striking, right? When he tries to load up, when he's comfortable, when he's letting everything fly, he lands, but like right there, right? You see a little bit of the striking experience because Usman loads up and goes wild.
But I think he tightens up a little bit when he faces a guy like Jorge, who's so efficient.
But he's done a good job of landing, right? Usman's landed the punches this round, but
there's that knee, appeared to get through.
Beautiful knee there by Masvidal.
Dean Thomas, talk to me, my man. What do you have?
Going down to the body with that jab. That jab is going to pay its dividends later on in the fight. Also, too, that's also set up the right hand for him. But be careful with the leg kicks of Masvidal. Usman doesn't have a lot of meat around them legs. He's going to try to use that to set up some shots later on in the fight. So watch the leg kicks from Masvidal.
Thank you, Dean. You saw the live odds there a moment ago, a little bit closer than they were at the start of the fight. In terms of those low leg kicks, a lot of fighters say it's just toughness. It doesn't have to do with genetics necessarily, but you don't want to take too many more of those.
Even watching Masvidal in the first round, right? Masvidal didn't have to rush like he did in the first fight because he had to empty the tank in round 1 because he knew he only had a round of cardio. This time he was able to fight through round 1, and he still feels good and confident starting round 2.
And of all the superlatives...
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! Usman's right hand is ridiculous. He does it all in with it. Holy smoke!
Oh my goodness!
Closed. He won.
That was insane. Here it is. Oh my God! Oh my God! That is so perfect.
Oh my goodness! Hey, when you're
it's literally the perfect right hand. And look, he is out completely cold. There's no question whatsoever what happened. Look at that. Look at how limp he is when he goes down.
Whole body went limp.
Perfect punch. He tried to wake up. Look, watch. After it hits, boom! Look at, he's out cold. Look, you see him try to get up. He's trying here.
Hammer fist
and
got
the hammer fist shut the lights out for good.
You know,
insane.
You know, Kamaru said he wants to show a better version. Guess what? Johnny's better. And boy, that's a scary thought.
It doesn't get better.
Hunger again to climb to the top. Joaquin Buckley, you know, he has embraced the grind every step of the way. Buckley's in purple. Kamaru Usman, the former champion, black.
Oh, I love the energy between these two right now.
Yeah, lucky us, man. This is going to be a very competitive fight. Great timing. And this is what Buckley hasn't felt, his timing and grappling like this. It's real. The timing was perfect. That was not a hard takedown for him so far. Let's see if Buckley can create the space, because it's a lot of energy to keep Buckley here too.
So in his 6 previous fights at welterweight in the UFC, Buckley has not been taken down twice in a fight. 2 different fighters have taken him down once. Usman gets one in the opening minute of this one.
Yeah, right away. They're very dry. No, not slippery whatsoever. Got him up against the fence. This is exactly where Kamaru Usman wants to start this fight out.
We'll see if Usman's aggressive with position into submission attempts, or if he's just going to try to grind on him. He'll certainly try to take the steam off of some of those crazy strikes that might come the way of Buckley when they return to the feet.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Kamaru wants here. Land shots when he can, get a little space, and then go right back to just putting tons of pressure on Buckley, making it very difficult for him to get any space to be able to get back up to his feet.
What you're seeing now is a wrestling accolades of Kamaru Usman on top of Joaquin Buckley, who hasn't really felt this kind of pressure in the wrestling. I mean, he might have in practice, but not in this octagon yet in the UFC, not like this. And you could tell because he's flat on the back and he's squeezing, and he's not really trying to dig underhooks, and he's not getting his legs involved. He's flat on his back. Kamaru's blanketing him perfectly with underhooks, reaching over the head and keeping him tucked into the corner of the fence. Exactly where Kamaru has won many championships, is this position right here. Rinse and repeat for 5 rounds.
Buckley now to a seat and now to a knee.
Nice job. Kamaru just pulls the hips right back out. Nice elbows over the top here from Usman.
Wrestling champ during his college days at the University of Nebraska, Kearney. Came back in 2010. He was a 3-time All-American. Wanted to climb that Olympic wrestling ladder before MMA got a hold of his life. And yeah, he's done good here too, using those wrestling credentials.
So Buckley's got a closed guard here, and he's got no chance of getting up until he opens that guard, puts the feet on the hips, tries to get to a single, tries something. But sitting here with the closed guard, 0 chance of escaping Kamaru Usman here.
Yeah, and Kamaru's making it miserable for him right now, really pressing his head into the fence here.
Buckley's gonna have to take some chances, put the feet on the hips, and just, you might have to give the back for a second. You gotta scramble, because that's the only way you're gonna get out of here. You gotta get your legs involved, put the feet on the hips, get some underhooks, some butterflies, go to a single. But right here, flat, hook in the ankles of Kamaru, it's tough. He'll do this all day.
Kamaru passes the half guard now, and he's just making tiny little adjustments every time. Lands a good shot, readjusts, keeps pulling the hips, keeps pulling Buckley away from that fence.
So it's a dominant first round for Kamaru, but he still has to get Buckley down again in the second round.
There's some blood coming from somewhere. I think he's got a cut above his right eye.
A lot of elbows from
Studying ground and pound from Usman. 30 seconds to go in the round. There's been dominance for the former champ.
Purely. And now, most importantly, Usman knows he can do this. If he gets the takedown, he now knows he can keep him here.
High pressure, turned up the aggression as the first round wore on. I want to get a look at this cut above the right eye of Buckley, but Usman making a statement early. Let's go. I believe it was a short elbow from Usman that caused that cut to the right eyelid of Buckley. I think some fight fans have the narrative that Kamaru Usman physically wouldn't be the same as he used to look. I'll tell you, he looks as big and as strong and as dominant as ever through those first 5 minutes. And keep in mind, last time we saw him, A lot of people thought if it was a 5-round fight against Hamzat Chimaev that Usman would have done enough. That was upper weight class at 185 on short notice for him. Before that, of course, it was close title fights with Leon Edwards a couple of times, and then his dominant run. So Usman's saying, if you look at it in a certain way, shouldn't think that I've fallen off one bit.
Nice uppercut. Usman's going to want to get right on the pressure, not let Buckley use this speed, not let Buckley use this offense with his feet. Right now, he's on the outside, and he's timing good strikes. And I also would love to see Buckley get to work. He's got to let those hands go, let the knees go, let the kicks go, so that Usman can't time the takedown.
Oh, he bit hard on that.
Nice feint. That's the problem with getting held down, is like you want to make sure you never get taken down again, because now you don't know how easy it is to get up.
Combination for Buckley.
Usman doing a great job controlling the center and not getting put on his back foot. Very key for him. Buckley doing a good job using lateral movement, using his footwork to get everywhere.
Wow, what a shot. From way out, too.
It was just a fast shot. Good timing on the angle, and we saw him. If it's anything like the first round, Buckley's not moving.
Right back to where he left things in that first round.
He's mounted now.
Yeah, now he's creeping up.
Yeah, the issue here up against the fence for Buckley is he's not getting his legs involved in order to create space. So Usman's either under his chin, lifting his legs up here, as we're seeing here, he'll pull his head to the floor, or he's over the top of Buckley's head, in which Buckley's trying to go down to a single and can't. So he's just rinse and repeating, like I said, in this grappling. He's just dominating like a blanket in these positions, and now Buckley's got a close guard again in the second round.
Usman busy on top.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look at how he's keeping busy. Look at how he's trying to pass. Look at how he's in half guard. He's not just staying, squeezing. He's nonstop moving, nonstop offensive. He's already cut Buckley open with elbows, and now he's still active again. And Buckley's just head is up against the fence. I mean, it seems like he has really no answer for this.
Buckley was a minus 200 favorite when the fight started. Usman now minus 600 after things have gone exceedingly well through the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, he just does not have an answer for this ground and pound, for this position dominance that that Usman is putting on him right now, and he can't stop the shot. And Kamaru is taking his time in the second round. He came out, he decided, all right, I'll strike with you, and the amount of distance that he closed with that shot and how fast he did it is extremely impressive. Especially, he's been out for a while. We were all worried, is he still going to be the same? Well, he looks good.
Well, on the other end, it looks like to me Buckley didn't get taken down a lot in practice. I mean, when you're taken down a lot in practice, you don't sit here this long. Like, he probably is just dominating a lot in practice, not getting taken down a lot. And so now he's not ready for the answers here that Usman's put him here on his back.
And Usman never lost the confidence, and why would he, based on his career and his body of work, but he was more quietly confident this week. He's letting Buckley do the talking and trying to build this fight. Usman's like, why would I do that? I've been there and done that. You want my name. You want everything that I have. But he's certainly talking with his performance through 10 minutes.
Yeah. Now Buckley's got to come into the third round, barely landing a punch, and try to figure out how to get his energy back up to not get taken down again.
We'll keep it here between rounds. Usman just big brothering him through 10 minutes. Belt against Kai Connor Franz. Get $10 off UFC 317. You purchase it before June 23rd. Head to ESPNplus.com/UFC 317 to order. Third round upcoming. We'll see what Buckley does to try to change up the mojo.
Well, they asked him to be more bladed, and what they're saying is funnel Kamaru to single legs. As we've said throughout the night, it's harder to finish singles than it is doubles, but he's been giving up double legs the whole night, so they want Buckley more bladed, so it's harder to get to the double leg. I think that side kick for Buckley is a good idea too. Keep launching that side kick out there. Maybe to the front knee. Nice
yeah, he's got to threaten with knees. He's got to threaten with something coming up under the middle.
Turn left for Buckley as he slid off to the side.
Anytime this fight's here on the feet, Buckley has a shot to land a punch, something creative, and get it out of here. But he gets put on the butt again, it's a problem. We've seen that.
Yeah, he has. I mean, so far he really has shown that he does not have an answer for it. And again, you know, Buckley is extremely dangerous, but I'm not sure, like, who's he training with for wrestling for this? Who are the training partners?
It's a very tight-knit team, Buckley, but he's not on the training mats with a lot of other UFC stars.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time here in Atlanta, he said.
Well, if you're not getting taken down, if guys aren't beating you in practice, then you don't get put in those positions. That's what it looked like. Maybe guys aren't taking him down the way Kamaru has, but this fight's on the feet right now. Buckley's in the fight.
Yeah, this is exactly where he has got to keep it. He has got to try to hurt Kamaru.
There's a lot of fight left.
I mean, the good thing for Buckley is he doesn't seem overly worn out. He doesn't seem defeated or mentally broken at all from being taken down and controlled so far in this fight.
Not at all, because he knows the fight's got to get back to the feet. Each round is a new fight. And this is what Buckley can do.
Go. That's what he needs. Got to start
so far for Buckley.
But now, again, he's got to defend this takedown, and he can't.
He's punching on a single leg rather than defending the single leg, and that will never work at this level against a champion like Kamaru with the wrestling that he has. You have to defend the problem before you start trying to punch when it comes to those singles and those doubles. Get on the hands.
Third most takedowns in UFC welterweight history with that one for Usman. And he's only needed one per round. Got one in the first, kept it there. Same in the second. We'll see what he does with 2 minutes on the clock. On his third takedown in 4 attempts.
Yeah, I don't see things changing here. Now he's lacing the legs, sliding into mount again.
Why would it change now? You know?
He's got great fight IQ, and he felt Joaquin Buckley's best combinations of the night. So,
from my experience, when I see these positions, this Buckley looks like a guy who just hasn't been put here by his teammates too often. Maybe the guys he's going with, he's just too good, and they don't put him here. But Kamaru found a hole. And the bottom line is, from this fight, even if Buckley walks away, gets a knockout, finishes his fight somehow, people are going to see this. And this is part of being champion, is when you're at the top, they make adjustments on stuff like this. And now you got a whole ladder of guys seeing, oh, okay, let me try this. And that's what's hard about staying on top, is people start making reads. And Kamaru has been here for how long doing this, and it's not stopped right now.
This is where Buckley, now that he's got a tiny bit of space, this is where he's got to go. Kamaru all over it, though.
He's got to a knee, and Usman's just leaning on him, making him carry so much of his weight.
Buckley's like, get off of me, bro. He knows they're going to start back on the feet next round, though, so better believe he's going to be looking for that knockout at the beginning of the fourth. No question. Buckley's still in this fight. Just doesn't quite have the technical answers when he gets stuck down in this corner.
Got a post, he's back to a knee, and Usman says, no thank you. And now Usman over into mount. Short time on the clock. And some more thudding strikes from the Nigerian. Nightmare, who's making it just that on Buckley through 15.
There you go, good job.
Tonight's main event and his fighting future. UFC action never stops on ESPN+.
Now, this is why we made this fight, the matchmakers, because Buckley is not out of this by a long shot. 10 minutes left in this fight to get a knockout or make what he wants happen. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, he's just had trouble really landing clean. He's throwing good combos, but Usman doing a really good job of avoiding getting hit with anything significant.
Oh, he just kept him on his butt. That's the key.
Yeah, but even on the feet.
He's thinking about the takedown. Buckley does not want to get taken down, so he's changed his entire striking style. He can't be as creative as he wants.
Usman defensively responsible, well out of range of what he knows are going to be some crazy attacks coming from Buckley. Oh. Usman a couple in there as well.
Nice uppercut.
Fakes the takedown, and then Usman landed a right.
Yeah, that was nice. And now he can do that a lot because the threat is there of that takedown, and Buckley has to respect it. He has to bite on it.
Yeah, see, the bladed stance is helping Buckley. That was the right read. Look at the difference in stance. Look how square Kamaru is. Look at the blade. And that helps stop the takedown.
Clash of heads, I feel like, when they came together. Opposite stances again with Buckley working southpaw. Now he goes orthodox. Halfway through the fourth.
He says nice. Nice double. Well timed. Good entrance. He'll finish this one too. Ooh. See if he cuts the corner. If he cuts the corner, he might get it. But Buckley is looking strong here. He's going to take a second, get his air back, because he's got his hands locked, it looks like almost. So he's going to take a second, and then once he gets his air back, he'll explode. There it is.
Giving Buckley the opportunity, though, through the first early minutes of each round almost. It's not like Usman's chasing a takedown right away to take all danger away.
Usman is showing why he's as good as he is as long as he's been good, because he doesn't force things. He's not forcing shots. He tried one shot, missed it, but it wasn't a lot of energy. If he doesn't get it, he just goes back to his feet. But if he gets a good shot, that's what you see. He doesn't waste it. He keeps it, gets his air back, and then gets to a dominant position. And that's what we're seeing right here. I mean, it's beautiful to watch, the technique, how he's doing it. Very disciplined fight. A lot of experience here is what you're seeing. You're seeing an experienced champion versus an up-and-coming future possible champion. Right. Buckley's going to come out of this fight so much better. I guarantee it. Because these aren't the craziest adjustments he's got to make, guys. Like, he just got to learn to get up from his back. He's not getting completely beat up. He just got to learn to wrestle a little bit better from his back up in this corner.
Yeah, after this fight, you got to go back and you've got to just be spending round after round working back up from these positions.
Look at the hand control that Kamaru's implementing here. That's the key. Wrestling 101, hand control first and then deal with everything later. And Kamaru is just dominating in the hand control, the leg control, the top positioning. Look how he's over the top of the head.
Good job, guys.
Great job.
Round
Fifth and final round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Handle, let's go.
I'll let Mike Beltran do it. Final here. Joaquin Buckley, you heard the advice of his corner. Oh.
5 minutes. He needs. As long as he does that, he gives himself a good chance. He just needs to get crazy offensive in this fifth and just let it all hang out because he's already down 4. So just let all your offense go. If you get taken down, oh well, because he's dangerous.
The latest action in a fight for Joaquin Buckley as he goes into the 5th. Scheduled for 5 against Colby Covington. It ended late in the 3rd when they stopped it because of that cut on Covington. And now fought in the 5th and final tonight.
That was the first real single leg, high crop or double leg adjustment. He went single, tried to transition to a double. Buckley made the adjustment, got on the hands, was able to stop that one. Let's see if he can do it again. Yes, does it again, 2 times in a row. So we'll see. Notice if he goes to the single, Kamaru can't finish it. But if he starts on the double, that's where he's been finishing it because he's keeping his hips when he gets those doubles.
Oh, that was a thudding jab from Usman. I'll say Buckley for his first fight into the 4th and 5th rounds. Looks pretty fresh, he's still throwing.
Well, he's in incredible shape. I didn't ever expect Buckley to get tired, even if he got manhandled. He's in this fight all the time. He knew he was going to be wrestling. I just don't think he expected to get held down that long.
Yeah, he's got to open up here.
Beautiful double transition.
There you go for Buckley.
Good defense there. Now he's made the adjustments on that defense.
So far.
And this is what I mean. This is how he gets better. Look, in the 5th round, he made the adjustments. Let's see if he can do it in the rest of his fights. Now he's on the double again. Good defense on the Wizard.
Another one.
He's got to just keep throwing at this point.
And how about that pace of Kamaru as well? I mean, that's a lot of energy he's used. That's a lot of shots he's took in the 5th round.
And good chin, yeah, good chin for Kamaru. He's eating some big punches from Buckley, who's of course trying to find a home run swing.
Dangerous territory for Usman. Last 2 minutes of the fight, on the feet with Buckley. Let's see what happens.
Certainly doesn't want to relive another Leon Edwards type moment.
Big swing with the left that time from Buckley, who did throw a left high kick early in this round. Oh,
nice crash there. Got to meet him in the middle and get him on the fence. That's the right move right here. Stay here if you're Usman. Don't give this guy
just
space.
Hold on to him.
I need black zone right now. Black zone.
90 seconds left in the UFC's return to Atlanta. First time since April of 2019. We brought 3 former champions tonight. Kamaru Usman, the biggest and the most dominant of them among all champions in UFC history. Vintage performance for Usman, but he's got to hold off Joaquin Buckley for the final 70 seconds.
He's got 1 minute. 1 minute.
Much of the crowd on their feet as Buckley swings into the fence again.
He's got to circle away from that fence again, too, and keep himself in the center. Give himself every opportunity.
He's done a good job to give himself a shot in the 5th round. Defended 2 deep takedown attempts from Usman.
Ooh, came close to that uppercut.
Nice angle there.
30 seconds left. The straight left gets through for Buckley, and now 4-punch combination.
Oh,
he left hook that time.
Buckley is forever dangerous on the feet. And every fight, every round starts here.
Usman trying to get his feet back as he skips and retreats. 15 to go. Buckley swinging for the bleachers. Final 10 now.
What an awesome fight these guys made for us.
Buckley can't be too patient here. And there's the final horn with Buckley landing one right at the end. Massive respect between these two.
A unanimous decision, the Nigerian Nightmare